Hi everyone, welcome to the warm-up class number 3 to make you ready for the Sax Creative Experience Week. Uh, just remember, if you are not registered already, make sure to register on the event. It's a special event for you, even if you are a beginner starting from zero, or if you are playing saxophone for a few months. It should be very helpful for you. I'm explaining you that you can learn saxophone through improvisation. So I'm going to give you now a class where you can learn more about improvisation, about the universe of the music, saxophone. Okay, so develop your vocabulary on that amazing instrument here. Just remember, I create a playlist on my YouTube channel, so you can check somewhere a playlist with all the warm-up class. We have a lot of warm-up class to make you ready for the sax creative experience. So I create a playlist where I'm including all the warm-up classes. Okay, I'm coming here live for the warm-up classes. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday before the Sax Creative Experience, which will happen 10th March, between 10th and 17th March. So we have a lot of classes here to offer you knowledge and information to inspire you to learn saxophone through improvisation. So let me know if you can hear me well. If has someone already here, let me know if you can hear everything well. So let's go ahead with the class. So if you are arriving now, don't forget to give you a like and subscribe the channel if you are not already subscribed. So let's start. Let's start with our class. Welcome. That class topic is scale. Don't create music. Chords do. Warm-up class for the Sax Creative Experience. I can hear you good. Thank you. Thanks very much. Thanks for... Nice. I connect photography. Well done. Thanks for letting me know. So that's it. Warm-up class for the Sax Creative Experience Week. So that's just remembering I create a playlist where I'm adding all the classes, all the warm-up classes. So you can check somewhere after that class. The playlist, we have already three warm-up class. That the third warm-up class from US. Amazing. So we can see people here from different parts of the world learning saxophone. Most of you are here, some of you are already here, most of you don't have time to stay here online, but if you are online, perfect, so we can engage, you can ask me questions at the end of the class, etc. Okay, so just remember that's the third warm-up class for the Sax Creative Experience Week. I've never done something before very special. So this is one of the official warm-up classes, Sax Creative Experience Week, between 10th March and 17th. How to improvise from day one, you will learn about it, how chords actually works, how to build phrase instead of random notes. So even if you are starting from zero, it's very special for you. Most of you already know something, maybe you know some basic information here, maybe you don't know nothing. So if you are overloaded about information, just remember that just warm-up class, you can watch carefully all the classes and to make you ready. We have enough classes to make you ready for the Sax Creative Experience event. So who this class is for? You practice scales but feel stuck. So you have already saxophone, you want to learn a saxophone and practicing scales, but nothing more than that. Maybe few extra exercise, but you don't know the purpose of those exercise. You know fingery, but can't improvise. You freeze over backing track. So if you are using back track, you freeze. You sound mechanical. So maybe you are already developing reading skills, but you are just reading, you are not feeling the music. Also, who is starting from zero to get knowledge before start playing saxophone. So it's very inclusive class. I need most of beginners think it was my thought also, so you are not alone. Uh, I need to master all scales first. Today, I will discover why that slow down. Okay, so it's a very important knowledge to unblock your mind. So about myself, who I am, just a brief introduction. I'm Marcelo Cuco. I'm professional saxophone player and a music educator. I have bachelor degree in music education, so I am qualified music teacher, master degree in music education. Over 20 years performing worldwide. I perform internationally in cruise ship, in festivals, luxury events, private events, pubs, as band leader, performing cover songs with DJ electronic songs with different styles. Thanks for the improvisation. Improvisation was a fundamental piece. Because of the improvisation skills, I was able to perform in different styles and different settings. Okay, so music is I'm creator also of the Sax Creative Improvisation online course I developed during my bachelor degree. Was my final project of my graduation, and I'm improving constantly it. Always adding, always coming more student. So music is a language, not a gym exercise. Okay, so you see during the warm up classes, I'm always talking about muscle memory, understanding the sounds, the importance of the sounds. Especially now, we are going to explore the chords. What means chord? I don't know if you have heard about each chords. So let's explore music as a language before of everything, because saxophone is a musical instrument. A musical instrument where you will express your musical vocabulary. So we have to understand the musical vocabulary. Yes, music is a language, and you are communicating through that amazing instrument here. Amazing instrument. We can play rock, we can play electronic songs, we can play gospel, jazz, different styles. Saxophone can adapt everywhere. So what creates music? Is it scales or chords? Let me know your thoughts here. Let's think logically. What means chords? Just remember, chords is a new concept. And the chords was the chords today we see today, for example, C, A, and we automatically when we see, especially guitar player, keyboard player, because saxophone is a melodic instrument, and mainly in the music education, saxophone. Usually the schools don't teach saxophone players to read chords. But what means chord? Guitar player, when see the C, E minor, they can play it because it's very familiar. But it's modern. Once we had the music industry make it possible to read chords, many songs playing at the same time. In the past hundreds of years ago, we didn't have guitar to play for a huge audience. It was necessary to play orchestra, because speakers something new. That speaker, excuse me, let me show you here. It's something new. It's new. Speaker is new. So almost it's electronic. So before it wasn't necessary orchestra. So orchestra was playing harmony. So the tuba playing some songs. So during the music we have harmony. So chord was developed because of the guitar. Now with guitar and bass we can connect on the speaker and we can listen it with just few instruments. So because of the music industry that was developed all after the music, after the electricity, everything, it was a revolution. So we have chords, and the chords can also show us saxophone players the songs we have to play on each part of the song. So we have to understand the metrics of the songs, so the bars, the beats. It's so important. So mainly it. Okay. So what scales really are? A scale is a collection of notes in order. For example, okay. A scale is a collection of notes in order. Example, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. That's the major scale. I'm using a lot that example of C major scale. Ooh. Okay, so we are using the C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, these notes, okay, but it's information, not music. We have these notes, we can use these notes. Okay, let's go ahead. Why scale alone don't work? It's a horizontal movement. It's a horizontal movement. So if you are a beginner, yes, we can develop timing perception. For example, holding for 4 beats each note. For example, holding for 4 beats C, for 4 beats D, 4 beats E. So you can develop embouchure, you can develop fingering, and know the notes. Okay, but it's a horizontal movement. Okay, we don't have tension and resolution. When we are talking about harmony, we are talking about, because it denotes, I don't know if you watched the previous class. If you haven't watched the previous class, go to the playlist of the warm-up classes and you will see the sounds, the class live warm-up class of yesterday. I explained the sound. The Greeks developed the harmony. Music in the past was called harmony, not music. Music is a new name. So it's the sound. When we are playing sounds, we have some characteristics, some tension, some release, some profile, and each acoustically, when taught our ear, brings some kind of emotion because of the interval of these songs between one and the other. So we have these notes here, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So when we are organizing these sounds, we have some tension, we have some characteristics. So it brings some kind of emotion. And the chords, it's a way to calculate it. So we can calculate it. We have it calculated, the math side. So we have a formula, for example, of the chords. We know some characteristics that the chords brings. Okay, so if you are studying scale, we are not developing just it. Okay, that's perception. So what creates emotion? Notes relating to a chord create stability, tension, direction, resolution. So some chord has a characteristic of resolution. Some chord has characteristic of stability. Some chord has characteristic of tension. Other chords direction. So we when we think about chords, we will start to understand that energy that the sounds, specific sounds played simultaneously can bring. You know. Okay, so demonstration. Let's play again the C major scale, and then I'm going to play just the C, E, G. That's the chord of C. Let me play all the notes. C, that scale here. That scale here. Let me play that scale. Can you see that here? C, G, E, F, G, A, B. Let's play it randomly. So you don't have any musical characteristic, So because of it, because we are not thinking about the tension. So when we are playing just C, E, and G, that's the triad, because we have 3 notes, triad of C major, the C chord. These 3 notes has a characteristic of home. It's the characteristic here, stability. Can you see stability? It brings the stability. So we can play just these 3 notes and have that feeling of stability. So that's the C major chords. Okay, just remember that's just one warm-up class. I'm talking about the chords, the importance of study music through chords. Okay, we have a lot of warm-up classes. We have already others warm-up class in the playlist, so you can check the class there and review the classes. Okay, so feel the difference when we are playing randomly the notes. We don't have a specific characteristic, but when we are playing just C, E, G, the chord C major chords, we have a characteristic. That these songs, when playing together, when touch or ear, has that characteristic of stability. So directed, connected with our emotion. Can you see? The real foundation. Songs are built on chords progression. Scales are secondary tools. As I told you before, you can use C major scale to develop your embouchure and to make sure that you can play the notes of the scale. So after playing it, you can understand that each note of the scale represents a degree. And each degree, the previous lesson, the previous lesson was exactly about it. So we have C, D, E, F. Let's check here again. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. You know, C is the first degree, D is the second degree, E is the third. So each degree has a chord, specific chords and specific functions. When we are talking about function, we are talking about exactly that profile, that characteristics, that's characteristic of stability, sensation of tension, direction, resolution. So each degree has a chord, and each chord has a specific function. Because of it, when we are in one specific bar, we are playing C, the notes of C, to bring a characteristic of stability. And then we have, we will see in in the other classes, we have the fifth degree, the chords of the fifth degree. The chords of the fifth degree has characteristic of tension. We can bring tension. And then, for example, sixth degree, we have another characteristic. You see it in the other classes, but here's to talk about it, the importance of studying chords. Okay, so that's it, because the songs are built on chord progression. Scales are secondary. Okay, the first degree, fifth degree, sixth degree, and fourth degree are a sequence of chord progression that we use in many popular songs. You see on Sunday we have a class to talk exactly about that chord progression. Can you see here on the title of that slides? 1, 5, 6, 4. That's progression here. We can see that progression in most of the popular songs. A lot of popular songs follow it. For example, the first bar, we are, maybe you have never noticed it, but in the first bar, we are using the notes of the first degree. Can you see here, when we are talking about C major, the first bar, for example, the notes of the C, which is C, E, G. And then in the second bar, we are using notes of the chord of G. G is the degree, fifth degree of the C. Can you see here? Can you see here? C is the first, D is the second, E is the third, F is the fourth, and the G is the fifth degree. Okay, so we have these characteristics. In the second bar, we are playing notes of the G. Third bar, we are playing notes of E minor, and the fourth bar, we are using the notes of the F. Maybe you have never noticed it, but most of the popular music follow that progression. You know, different songs in the world, well-known songs, following it. In the live warm-up class of Sunday, next Sunday, is exactly about it. So maybe it's you are overloaded of information, maybe not. I don't know if you are following well. Just let me know here if you are following well, or if clear or not. But it will, in the end of the warm-up classes, I'm sure you will be ready to get the all the information of the Sax Creative Experience Week. So why students get stuck? So traditional order, just remember, usually students learn scales, practice faster scale, so playing the scales up and down, and then change the speed, and then postpone improvisation. So my methodology, you have to start improvisation from the day one. Once you can play C, E, G, you can already, you know, the notes of the chord of C, you can already practice improvisation. Okay, so the correct learning order, you have to learn basic notes, understand chords, the tension of the chords, develop a rhythm, because when we are playing chords on each bar, we are developing rhythm perception, and start improvising early. You don't have to start playing articulation or licks or reading a lot of things. No, be creative, playing just few notes, and you can already develop your expression, because we are human beings, we are naturally creative. Okay, so with just 3 notes, we can start developing creativity, embouchure, etc. We don't need 12 notes. You need timing, rhythm perception, and chord awareness. We have to understand the chords to make you ready. So the beginner truth, once you know a few notes and the chords, you can already improvise. Even with few notes, that is the beginner truth. Quick exercise. Let's play here again. Notes of I'm going to use here my backing track 5 different rhythms, but playing always only those notes here, only C, E, G. Let's see, only C, E, G, 5 different rhythms. Let's see how it works. The first rhythm, just some rhythm, only C, E, G. Let's see it. Okay, just playing C, E, and G in different octave. I mean, for example, that's C here, and higher, G, and higher, E, and higher. So playing just 3 notes, different octave, already can be musical. So we can already feel that chord. Okay, once you can play these 3 notes, you can explore it in different rhythm as I'm exploring you, and then adding new chords. And as I told before, for who is arriving here, I told before that most of the popular songs follow that chord progression, and slowly you can add new chords and playing with it. Most of the popular songs in the world follow that logic, that chord progression. So the popular songs are playing notes of the chords on each bar. That's what's happening. So we can start playing just if you are beginning, completely beginning, develop time perception, playing it. You can use play alongs, just holding the chord of C major, playing these 3 notes. Okay, let's explore now another rhythm, another different jazz style, just to show you that you can develop a rhythm, you can already be creative. And you will see, always, doesn't matter the order of the notes, once you are playing these 3 notes, don't mind, it's completely different than play random notes. You are completely safe playing just these 3 notes, completely safe. Because remember what I told in the beginning of that class and the last warm-up class, because that chord bring a characteristic of house stabilization. Okay, so let's play it another rhythm. Can you see? Again, 3 notes, but different rhythm. So once you know these 3 notes, you can develop a rhythm perception. You can develop intuitively your sense of phrase. You know, just these 3 notes. Let me show again another rhythm. Let's try something bossa nova. Bossa nova. I'm originally from Rio, so let's play bossa nova. 3 notes. Have you heard about one note samba? One note samba is a very common song. It's a very classic jazz bossa nova song. So I'm going to play just these three notes in bossa nova rhythm. Let's go. The same notes, C, E, G, always C, E, G, and the rhythm can naturally influence the way we play with the notes. We choose the notes, you know. Once you understand the rhythm, the symmetry, we can play with it. Okay, we can have fun. So let's try now funk. Let's try now another rhythm, just to show you that that's it. Always the characteristic of the C major chord. That's it. Funk. We can exploit it in different rhythms, so you are safe once you have these 3 notes, and once you develop the embouchure, you can play these 3 notes, you can explore in different rhythms and be already creative. Okay, so after that you can add more chords and filling the music. So stop asking what scales and start asking what chords, so it can help you a lot. For sure, the chords are from scales. You see it in the other warm-up classes, and mainly on the Sax Creative Experience week. But for now, think about chords, the energy that the chord brings. Class review. Scales are a collection of notes. Okay, chord emotion. So if you are playing only notes of a specific chord, you are completely safe to bring a specific emotion. So songs are chord progression. So each bar, remember, each bar we have a chord progression. Because of it, we develop a line, a melody, a beautiful melody because of the chords that we use in each bar. The first bar we use specific notes, second another note, third bar another note. So because of it, we create melody with meaning. Okay, so don't forget, just remembering I created a playlist with the warm-up classes, all the warm-up classes, to make you ready for the sax creative experience. So check somewhere here if you are watching that class on YouTube, check there, and you have already 3 warm-up classes you can watch during the weekend, and review the concepts if that this information here new for you, so you can review on your time. That's it. And remembering, next Sunday I'm going to talk about exactly that template. It's a kind of template. Let me show here. The 1-5-6-4 or lesson Sunday live warm up will be about that template. The 1-5-6-4. So we are going to talk about these four chords progression. Okay, so just remember, if you already registered for that event, that's okay, perfect. But remember, if you are not registered yet, make sure to register for the Sax Creative Experience Week on marcelocuco.com/sc. Let me write here on the comments, marcelocuco.com/sce. So you can register there and have the full experience. Remember, that's the warm-up class to make you ready for the Sax Creative Experience for free. It's for free. Free. Okay, perfect. So let me know if you have some question. If you have some question, that's the end of that warm-up class. Let me know your thoughts. If you have some question now, perfect. If you are not live here, if you are not watching the class live, you can also write in the comments if you have some question about the Sax Creative Experience Week, question about that specific class, or if you want to know another information, yeah, feel free to comment. Okay, if you have some question, let me know if you have some question. I can wait. Ask me everything. Nothing? Any question? Okay, that's it. I can't see any question here, but so that's it. So thanks for watching. It was a pleasure to stay here with you. And see you Sunday. Sunday we have another live warm-up class. See you. Thanks for watching. Thank you.